What I see in him is his mental capability is huge. What CrossFit puts you through makes a big difference.
You know, I may not be the strongest, the fastest, the most genetically gifted, but I'm gonna try my best not to let anybody outwork me or let anybody work harder than me.
His best attribute is he's real. What you see on camera, whether it be on Rogue or BSN or CrossFit.com or whatever it is, that's who you got. He's the same all the time. He stayed consistent in the goods, the bads, the indifference, the popularity, you know, all that stuff. He stayed consistent. I think that's his best attribute.
So tell us about the beginning of basically how you got Rich introduced into CrossFit.
So in 2008, when I was getting heavily involved with CrossFit and began using it in my training and my athletes training, and I began an affiliate, I had Rich as one of my students in class, and that was in 2009. And I always use CrossFit in my illustrations, my videos, and things like that. And he was in those classes and began to investigate it, trained with us a couple times, and then he just took off on it. And about a year later, he'd been training in his dad's barn and just kind of came out of the woodwork there and was just doing awesome in everything he did. And so he was second in the world that year. And then after that, he and I began to work together at the university together as strength and conditioning coaches, and we've been kind of working together since then.
Atta girl. Atta girl. That's what was the monkey. Yeah, just want you guys. Okay.
What's the hardest WOD you've ever done?
Hardest workout I've ever done. The sled push workout in the games last year with the rope climb was one of the most miserable workouts ever. I've done one with airdyne and wall balls that was more of an interval type workout, but it was one of the harder workouts. There's no one, but I mean there's several. Every CrossFit workout, I guess, depending on how hard you go, is going to be a bad workout. The last, I guess it was 13.5 or whatever, that was pretty miserable.
Rich.
Jason, NorCal country.
Rich, it's the reason I started CrossFit. He's my idol. Dude, and he's a two-time champ. I mean, you can't go wrong with picking Rich, right? So, I mean, got to go with Rich on this one.
He's overhead squats and pull-ups. That's what I might get.
That's your guess.
Overhead squats and pull-ups. Maybe thrusters. Maybe thrusters. Thrusters might get thrown in the mix, but for sure, pull-ups. Pull-ups will be in the mix. It's a bad chance.
Froning, pull-ups, overhead squats is going to kill it right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
One of the hardest part of that was especially, you get past the second round, I guess, and I was by myself, and it's just kind of like, I don't want to keep doing this. So, and there's no number to beat. There's no, everybody's like, oh, you should push yourself, and your only competition's yourself. That's a lie. Your competition's the person next to you. Like, I don't care what you say. It's people can. It's a sport. You're trying to beat people. You're not. If I hate to say it, it makes you feel warm and fuzzy saying you're trying to beat yourself, then that's cool. But if you're really trying to win, you're trying to beat the person next to you. It wasn't necessarily tough because mean, it was good because the crowd was there and everybody's trying to push you, but there's no way to pace yourself off of somebody else, or hey, they're picking up the bar, I need to pick up the bar. Like, you're going into it blind. You don't have a number you're trying to hit. Going into that, I had no idea how far we were going to be able to get or anything like that. So there was no idea going into it. No real strategy, to be honest. And it was so quick. It was just like, just get it done. Yeah, I think Dave likes to torture people, and he saw how much it tortured people, so I'm sure it'll show up again. I don't think it'll be a regular thing. I'd say we'll see it once a year in the Open. You may see it again at the games or at regionals, but I don't think you'll see it multiple times in a year, just because CrossFit doesn't like to do that. You don't want to get in the same pattern. Dave doesn't like to show patterns, so. Camille did really well. She's very efficient in her pull-ups, and that helped her a lot because, I mean, her pull-ups looked effortless, and so she did really well in that workout.
13.5, I guess, went pretty well. It was insane. So for everyone who don't know, it's like pretty much they announce the workout and we're like in that little place, and we had our judge come to us and like, so center or this, and we did not warm up or anything. We just changed our shoes and then go in front of everyone. It felt like a freaking rock concert, but with us doing exercise, which is kind of funny. Like 2,000 people come to watch me do my workout, so pretty insane. I don't understand too much why people want to watch me train, but it's really cool.
So tell me about your prep today from the moment you woke up.
Yeah. So that's another thing that I work on, kind of having that routine before you do those competitions, kind of super important. And so every time I wake up in the morning, I have my amino eggs, obviously, to kind of recharge myself a little. And then after that, breakfast is always eggs and bacon and fruit. I don't know why. I feel that when I eat that, I feel good. Through the day, then I'll eat some protein, synthesis, obviously, just because I don't feel like eating that much, but at least I have whatever I need to keep going. But I really don't eat a lot. I try to take a good nap before, like an hour nap, so if I don't sleep that much, at least it calms my nerve before competing, and after that it's just go time. So I try to be really zen, because I'm hyper person, so like I need to either listen to calm music, and my prep food is always the same thing: a good breakfast, my supplement, and not real food really, just that's all I take pretty much, and then I compete and big dinner after and celebration.
I know you were hanging out with Jason while you were out there in California.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good friend of yours.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with other top CrossFitters?
Good. Like I said, Dan lived with us for a year. Ben Smith has come down, hung out for a weekend, him and his fiance. Graham and Savannah have come down. They've hung out for, a weekend, whatever it was. I'd say, CrossFit's cool in that you can still be friends with the people you're competing with. It's not like it has to be I think sometimes CrossFit tries to make it to be like you're against, or like a rivalry type thing, but